Hello guys, Aqua FX here again. So today I'll be taking you guys on how I was able to cut about 100 and something piece from gold. You know what 100 and something pips happens to be in terms of USD when it comes to Naira. So I'm on my H4, but before we start, do me a favor by clicking on the likes button, turn on the notification bell. Let's get started. We have to start with our indicators before any other thing. Let's start with our indicators. So on our indicator, which is the stochastic was the first thing on the chart. I click on indicator. Here was my indicator. I clicked on it, and when this window opened, on the main window, I clicked on oscillator, stochastic oscillator. Once it opened, I set my K period to 5, the D period to 3, the slowing period to 3. Then on my levels, I set the lowest bottom to the 15 and the high bottom to the 85. Then I clicked on saved. Then on my indicator window 1, which is indicator window 1, on that indicator window 1, I selected away some oscillator, which is this one, and I left it on default. I didn't change anything. That was why this thing is on my chart. So here on my H4, pay attention very well. Here on my H4, I had to wait for the oscillator, the away some oscillator, to get in contact with my 85 levels of my stochastic RSI. So it has to come to the 85. Once that happened, I have to go to my H1 and look for, I have to go to my H1. Here's my H1. On my H1, I was looking for something they call divergence. How do you spot divergence on the chart? This is what I'm going to show to you guys. So for me to spot divergence on the chart, I had to pick my tool, and on my trend line tool, you can see there was a high here. There was a high here and a higher high right there. We have a high right here and we have a higher high right there, which means that this market is breaking structure to the upside. We are going to take a buy trade, but something happened. The market is breaking structure to the upside, but something happened. What happened was I had to take my trend line to watch the awesome oscillator. What happened? Instead of it to go up as you suppose, it was coming down. My oscillator was coming down. My awesome oscillator was pointing, it was going downward, which simply means that all is not right. All is not right. E just dey like person wey carry belle. As in, you see someone with a bigger tummy, you think, oh, this person is pregnant, without knowing it's just a foodie. So this is what happened here. The market was going up with no volume. It was going up with empty volume. At the same time, the oscillator tell us, no, don't mind the volume, it just fake. So this was what dragged my attention to the chart. On my London section, once the London section opened, I was waiting for something to happen on the H1. So what happened was that once the London section opened, the market gave us a displacement, as in it gives us a break of structure to the downside. It broke structure, and on the OB, that lead to break of the structure is where my interest was. That was where my interest was. Then I had to move to a smaller time frame, like 5 minutes chart. On the 5 minutes chart, you were looking for the same thing to happen. You look for a break of structure to occur again on your 5 minutes chart. So on this 5 minute chart, as the market comes back to the zone, we see something like this. This is what happened on M5. We can easily see that this market takes off a low here. It takes off a low. It closed below this very low. The market closed below the low. So at the market closed below that low, you can take a trade right at this very point. Right at that point, you take a trade there and you tip it below here. This down here will give you something not less than maybe 70 to about $80, not less than that, if you are taking a trade right from that point to this point. So that is how you can combine oscillator, a wave oscillator, and stochastic along with the trend of the market. You focus on the trend, you don't do anything blindly here. So that was the outcome. If, as we come to our conclusion, if you see any value in this tutorial, please do me a favor by turning on the notification bell, subscribe to this channel so it will grow. Thank you. I remain Aqua FX as I sign out.